So we have two wonderful readings, one from the Old Testament, one from the New Testament. In the Old Testament reading, Joseph and his brothers. Now, did the brothers love Joseph? No, they sold him. And that raises the question, are you loving your brothers and sisters?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
And then in the gospel, we heard the parable of the landowner that had rented out the land to some people. Did they love the landowner? No. And even when he sent his son, did they love him? Well, that story really captures the story of Jesus and God the Father. God the Father sending his Son to us. And it was a moment in which God's love was being shown to us. And we, as the people of the day then, did not receive Jesus like we should have. And he died on the cross for us. And that's why we have a cross in the church and in every church, as a sign that Jesus has given his life for us. And he calls us to God's special love, and to love God in a very special way. So we get into really the two things he asked us to do. There's two great commandments that Jesus gave us. The two great commandments that Jesus gave us. I'm with you. The two great commandments. Okay, now I'm coming down. We'll ask. Two great commandments. Yes, sir.
Love your neighbor as yourself, and love God with your heart, mind, spirit, and soul.
Yeah. Wow. Extra cookie today. Very good. Yeah. So love God with your whole heart and soul and mind and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. That's part of what we're doing today. We're loving God with everything we have as we come around this altar, and letting God's love come and flow to each of us. And the invitation is for us to accept that love and to receive that love. And so, let's begin with the God hug. All right, here we go. Arm goes like this. The other arm goes like this. Some of the adults don't want God to love them today. Come on, adults. Come on, adults. And now, squeeze. This is a God hug. A God hug. Squeeze. So God's love coming to us in a very special way during this Mass. Squeeze. Yeah. And then we come to the second commandment. To love God and to love our neighbor as ourselves. So when you looked in the mirror this morning and you saw your hair and you said, this could be a bad hair day, did you love yourself? Yes. Yes. It's a special moment. But it's also an invitation to take that love, the love that God has given you, and to share it with everyone. So, who's your neighbor? Point to your neighbor. Point to your neighbor. Yeah, who's your neighbor? The adults are not sure again who their neighbors are. So we're all neighbors. So we're all called to love one another. So today, for your teachers especially, all day, tell them, I love you. All day. Teachers, enjoy. Enjoy. Teachers. Also, you pointed to each other, so the call is to love one another, your classmates. And then when you go home, and you see your mom or dad, or you see your grandparents or your guardians, tell them, I love you. Tell them I love you. And what's going to happen is they're going to pass out on the floor. Tell them I love you. And as you said at the very beginning of this little talk, to love your brothers and sisters too. even your little brothers and sisters, and your big brothers and sisters, both ways, to let the love of God flow in your life in a special way all throughout the day. As we do that, that's when we really do begin to accept the love of Jesus in our lives. And we are a sign of the love of Jesus in our lives. And he says to each of us, I love you. And that's why I died on the cross for you. I love you. And I want to share my life with you. And so we gather around this table of the Lord. And we receive his body and his blood. Because he says he wants to be a part of us. He wants to be intimately a part of us, very close to us. And we, as a people of God, receive his love. And so let's receive his love one more time. The adults are doing better. Like this. God's love. God's love. Okay, we receive it.